Welcome everybody to welcome. Oh my god, I stumbled on my words. Start the night. Welcome everybody to the Challenge of Doom. I'm your host, tournament organizer, professional illustrator, and man who I said I wasn't going to be tired for this tournament. I'm tired. it's called a long day. Senior of Doom coming to you live from the lovely city of Seattle. Which, if you haven't seen us on the World Cup yet, please do. Our stadium is amazing. Joining me tonight is, yes, I have a guest caster tonight. It is Natada. Natada, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody?
Hi, everybody. My name is Natada. I am your local water Pokemon master, magical girl, and perpetually tired case manager. So I'm here tonight having a slumber party at the Volcano of Doom.
Secret base, I think.
That works too.
I don't even remember the full name. It's my Discord. Secret Senior Doom's Volcano Hideout. There. But we're about ready to start here. If you haven't checked in and submitted a list, do it, because hey, guess what? There is currently about 14 spots. 14 spots still open. So if you want in, people will probably jump in. They will see that, oh hey, I can get in, and they'll jump in. But hey, it looks like the big red tournament button is ready to get pressed. Or I mean yellow. It's a big yellow button. Trying to find Challenge of Doom keys and make sure that's all ready. Go. Round 1 is up. So let's find out, see who's already streaming. So what we got? We got Zesty Armadillo already. Let's see who we have on players. Dragapult's number 1. Who guessed? Enzorark is number 2 though. Zesty's on that.
MDG 459 is live.
They're probably on the Pult too. There's probably going to be oh, they're on the Slowking. Well, there you go. There's our first one. Table 2. All
right. Okay.
We will always stand Slowking on this stream. So.
Slowking. I have so many feelings on Slowking. I love to see a single prize deck, but this one makes me want to throw things.
They're playing against KFC for breakfast. Great game. Who are playing Mega Floette, which I didn't realize was a deck, but I guess it is.
Mega Floette. Yeah, no, that's I think that's one of the newer archetypes. Because of the new stadium card. Because of I'm gonna butcher the name.
Oh, on the towers. I forget the tower's name.
Yeah, I'm gonna butcher, but there's a way to pronounce it.
I don't remember. It's French. I don't know. I'm not French. Oh wait, I'm sitting here with a French last name and French ancestry. I don't know France.
On Hey Floette, it's a stadium card. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm sure I butchered that. But each Mega Floette in play gets 150 HP.
Zesty Armadillo said to look at their list real quick, so we'll do that while we set up.
Okay.
Oh, there's a Mega Absol in this.
Interesting.
You know, if you kind of want like a Crustle killer, I guess Mega Absol with a couple Monkey Dories could do it. But the Mist Energy, so it doesn't matter. But, you know, it can work with other stuff. I sit there and go to Crustle first because Crustle is just the bane of my life. We weren't able to do the semifinals or the finals last week because all the players were on mobile. But it ended up being almost a Crustle finals, which was the hardest matchup I have ever considered in my life.
When I was at Houston Regionals, they had featured matches, and one of the featured matches was a Crustle v Crustle. And I feel like I witnessed the closest thing on this earthly plane to Purgatory, watching those two people try to go at it, because it was basically just, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Right? It's just so slow.
It's so slow. It is. I'm telling you, I Purgatory.
Like I'm sitting there, I'm trying to cast it. I'm with Emmy. Emmy and I talk for hours about anything except the Crustle matchup. There's just, it's not like there's strategy. It is like watching two very slow things move at a snail's pace.
And because it's essentially a game of chicken of who's going to do something first, you really are just waiting.
Well, the worst part is like I believe they, if I remember correctly, they were both playing hammer. So it wasn't even just like waiting for that. I was like, okay, do I put my energy down? Are they going to hit me with hammers?
Because they play a very limited energy pool. So it's, yeah, no, certain mirror matches are not fun to play, nor are they fun to watch. And I'm pretty sure even if you asked a Crystal player, do you want to play your mirror match? I'm sure that's kind of like a moment.
They both did seem like they didn't want to play that for the mirror. But they did it for the money. Flame Zero, there is a tourney tonight. It is a challenge, and I think there's still room if you want to get in, because there are people doing late signups. They didn't it filled up in registrations, like more than enough people registered, but not enough people checked in or signed in. It also reminds me I should update that. It's not Fue Coco Emmy, it's Nata. So as I'm sitting here, what did I forget to do tonight? Everything.
That's okay.
The other thing is, like, I'm distracted also is because it was Father's Day yesterday, and my kids got me Lego Soundwave. I love building things. Sitting there in this big ass box, just going, build me, do what you want to. I've got
happy Father's Day.
Thank you. They did send me, because kids know I like. They put on the box of it. They taped on with like paper. They drew, my oldest drew Fue Coco going, saying like, "I thought you loved me more than Soundwave." Like, man, guilt trip me, will ya?
Watching the Slowking deck from the perspective of the Slowking player is very educational, because I've always wondered how they always just get what they need. And I'm like, they play a lot of cards that basically say stack your deck. They play Academy at Night. They play, yeah, it's
one of their worst things they hate is when you put down something like Team Rocket's Watchtower.
You have to bump that stadium. You have to get rid of it.
Yes, because it'll knock off stuff like Cypher Maniac so quick for them. And I mean, I've played a bunch of Slowking. It's the same thing. I'm like, oh man, this is like the statement I didn't want to see out there. I want to be able to use my Kangaskhan, as we see here, as they take 2 prizes and deal a little bit of damage to a third. Oh, they even up deck.
And they got the other Kyurem. That Kyurem is so effective. Trifrost is just, because they'll be able to take a second they'll be able to take 2 more prizes off the Latias if they're able to get the Kyurem move off again, which, as long as Academy at Night sticks, they should be able to.
They do need, well, they not even just that, they do need more cards to be able to power up the other Slowpoke and possibly even set up another Slowpoke on. Now, hopefully we get our first judge call of the night. Hopefully it's not for I'm playing the wrong deck, because we had 12 of those in one round last Friday.
Goodness.
Right. There's like, how many people are changing their decks in between rounds?
I guess I'm an odd duck in that I choose my deck and I practice with it the whole week before I know I'm going to be in Doom. I'm like, I know exactly what I'm playing. I know exactly what my list is. I'm not changing a thing. I want to know this deck like the back of my palm by the time I get to the start button.
And then we have our first bug, which is the bug I've actually been able to record now on my phone, where you take a KO or your opponent takes a KO and it completely freezes.
Oh, they got the freeze glitch. Yikes.
Yeah, I've had it hit my phone so many times recently. Like, I feel like I can't play.
I only get that glitch on tablet. If I play on PC, I do not get that glitch. But if I'm playing on my tablet, I have gotten it so many times.
That's my phone. Like I'll sit and I'll be watching TV with Mrs. Doom, and it's like, yeah, I'll play a game, right? And then it crashes.
So I'll take another 3 prizes there. And they've got some damage on the Mega Floette.
Now it just comes down to taking out that.
Mm-hmm. Or hoping that they bench something else. Which they have the Metagross in hand. They should be able to do enough with the Metagross for the Mega Floette. If they have the energy.
Discord, make sure. Getting someone has an incorrect deck. So
they're going to take out the Slowking with the Mega Floette. And I'm assuming they're trying to get an Azumarill into play.
is there an alt-art Alakazam? Of the normal one.
I don't believe there is.
No. Okay, I see what the difference is.
Not since 151 block.
Yeah, it's like it's a different one, but it's not the same one.
There's an Alakazam EX that got an alt art.
I was wondering if it just had a
and it unfortunately also has a second attack that has the word hand in it, so. And the Slowking player definitely won that one. That was quick.
Yeah, let me jump to another one here. Oh, it's clearing up. They're fine. Someone else. All right, let's jump to. Let's go to Zesty and we'll go from there. They have one.
Okie dokie.
If their game's still going. Oh nope, they're done. Table 3.
Table 3.
And they are going. They're closer to being done. I saw what Alakazam it was.
Which Alakazam was it?
If you look at the judge screenshot, it's there.
Ah, okay. Oh, I see.
Like,
Got it. Okay. There was an alt art of the Alakazam.
Well, like it's like another Alakazam. And I'm just like, okay. But it was incorrect, and if you notice, they're well into prizes, and like time wise, it was just way too far. I'm like, sorry, dude. That's a game loss.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunate.
So this one, I don't even know what we're looking at here. Oh, this is like a Lilius Clefairy deck. Up against I always want to say Hydreigon, like Hydreigon. Hydreigon.
Hydreigon. Hydreigon?
Megazord?
Every time someone plays telepathic energy, I'm reminded just how good telepathic energy is.
And how we thankfully we never had it during Gardevoir's reign.
Oh my gosh. No, I had that thought must have been about a week ago. I was talking with one of my locals, and they were actually wishing, because they are a former Gardevoir player. They're like, I wish we would have had telepathic energy. I'm like, the greed you're talking about is untold.
Right?
Untold.
There's so many.
A former Gardevoir player saying, I wish we would have had telepathic energy is the greed they used to talk about in the Bible. Like, just no, sir.
I'm a
no, sir.
former Gardevoir player, and I can tell you telepathic energy would just absolutely
too greedy, too much.
I was going to jump back to the casting desk. Dude. Mr. Big, thank you for the follow. And I realize I never transitioned back. There it is. You know what? Also, MDG does bring this up, though. Gardevoir possibly wouldn't have played it, if only because it couldn't accelerate it.
True. They could only use basic psychic. So maybe so. But to be able to find your Ralts, to find...
use it as like a better buddy Poffin, kind of.
Yeah. A buddy Poffin that can't get item locked.
I mean, I would, let's go find Henry Chow or something like that.
Oh my gosh. There was a point at one regional that I swear it was going to be Henry Chow and like 7 Crustal players in the finals. I had that in my brain for some reason, and I was just like, it's like a bad Snow White story. 7 Crustals? What are they all doing there? Because there were so many Crustals at that regional, and I was like, ooh, just Crustal.
I'm so excited for Deoxys Turbo for no reason. I'm excited for like the next set of regionals. Like I've seen the rumor that LA's been out. Like it's supposedly like first or second week in January.
Oh, fun in Los Angeles. That's nice. Yeah. I haven't heard any of the rumors. I haven't read any of the rumors yet. I'm curious where they're going to stick stuff this year. I'm crossing my fingers for Las Vegas again. I really enjoyed Las Vegas. So I'm crossing my fingers for Las Vegas. Vegas would be great. Something drivable. Something drivable is what I'm hoping for.
If there was an interview with like the guy who does all of it, and one of the words I need to reread it and fully understand it. It sounded like they're like in 3-year agreements with their with the convention centers. So like everything we have this year will be for next year and the year after, but then after that we don't know. And Chicago will be for the next 3 years. Worlds is always different. I mean, you don't put Worlds in the same one.
And we've had a U.S. Worlds now for 2 years in a row. This will be the second year in a row we've had a U.S. Worlds. They're probably going to put it somewhere different.
I'm kind of hoping that it's Europe, because I think they deserve one. But I would not be against Japan.
Europe hasn't had one in a minute.
I think the thing is, like, I think they just put it in the O2 Center in London. I would rather see it like in Germany or somewhere else.
Somebody floated around Spain, and I thought that was a really good idea if they've got the convention center space.
I would personally like Amsterdam or something.
That would be a lot of fun too. I would love to see them do a regional in Miami. Miami's got a very large convention center. I feel like they could handle the traffic, and it would just be a lot of fun.
Hawaii is the next Worlds. Isn't Hawaii US too? No, there's no way they're going back to Hawaii. Come on. Like I feel like they'll do Hawaii again sometime in the future, but I think it's too costly for them in general. Because like in Japan, you could source the stages and all that technology in Japan. You could build the stage there. You can do that in the US. You could do that in Europe. You can source all that, right? Hawaii, you can't. You have to bring everything in. And it's going to cost way too much. And with the size they are now, and like the scale of the production they do, I don't see them doing Hawaii. Especially
if they continue to do the expo alongside Worlds, they have to have so much manpower, so much setup, so much time to get set up.
It takes time. It takes a lot. And like, I'm still hoping to hear if I'll even get a 1-day pass. At this point, I'm kind of like, I don't think I'm going to, so I might just co-stream Worlds. I have the opportunity to do that.
I hope you get it. Doom for Worlds 2026. Let's go.
I'm trying. Like, that reminds me, I should probably actually check, see if I can still do. So get in on like that early one on that. No, that's not it. Not yet. Like, I always check different opportunities I get sent to me. I get so many messages a day sometimes. It's like, stop messaging me. So nobody wants to sponsor the tournaments. No, that's me being a baby. There could be a possibility that like they do with the tournaments, like have a special drops for my tournament.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know.
Everyone loves a drop.
Well, the drops have helped a lot with like viewership. I will not lie there. And in general, live when they have drops for like everybody, the viewership for the whole thing goes up. It has been, I personally think, one of the best things they've done. Plus, like I get drops from like Fortnite and stuff, and it's cool and it's great and everything. But sometimes I do go on the users and I don't mention. I go in, mute, and leave, and I assume that probably happens here too.
Just for the drops, yeah.
But that's what they kind of are, is promotion stuff. Maybe you get someone come in, they watch your content, and then they leave, or they stick around. I don't know.
I think this is one of the more interesting like online tournaments. It's consistent weekly. There's a large like spread of decks every single week. I mean, I play in a fair amount of online tournaments just for my own content over on TikTok, which is where I primarily stream. And some tournaments are very, very small. It's a lot of the same. It's literally just Dragapult after Dragapult after Dragapult. You know, and some tournaments like this one, there's a wide variety of decks, a wide variety of players. Just it's one of my favorite ones to do, and it's one of my favorite ones to stream. My audience over on TikTok loves watching me stream Tournament of Doom. Actually, I think my Championship of Doom run was my best TikTok stream that I ever had.
I really need to get more on TikTok.
It's a tricky platform. I am trying to make the transition over to Twitch just a little bit, but I've been told that once you hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, that the platform is a little bit more forgiving, but I've yet to see. I've been kind of experimenting a little bit with each stream that I do, different things, just to kind of see. But it's really good for organic growth because people will just scroll and stumble upon you. Which I've had several people that's how they found me. They just scroll, and they're like, "Who are you?" So it's very interesting.
Okay, this is interesting. This is like a weird bug.
Oh.
I want to bring up this person's deck list. This is the one we had the Alakazam issue. You run the top numbers, that's 60. But if you run the side of every number it's only 59.
Uh-oh.
And they're the one that had the issue.
I wonder what they're missing.
They're missing the Alakazam that we had the issue with.
Got it. Huh.
So that is actually legit.
So their deck list looks legitimate, but it's not. Huh. Well, fiddle-dee-dee.
Right here, I'll even show you the card. It's a Black Star promo from Twilight Masquerade. It's the
I was wrong. See, there was an Alakazam alt art.
This one right here with Strange Hacking and Psychic.
PTCGL just didn't recognize that card.
Let me see about popping this out. This is weird. Like I gave him a game loss for the incorrect deck list. because that's what it is. But I looked at it. I looked at the general thing. Like if we look at it, open as image. I was like, oh yeah, no, I thought this said 4. You generally see Alakazam, you see 4.
Mm-hmm.
This is weird.
That is a weird, because it doesn't even show the card in question.
So now I don't know how to handle this because it is not showing up.
I think that might be something on Limitless's, or not Limitless, but TTCGL's part. They're not recognizing their own card.
Right?
PTCGL looked at that Alakazam and said, "Who are you?"
I'm going to do one more check. We're going to count up everything on the side and go from there. I got to do that again because I only came up with 58 and that doesn't sound right. How you doing?
I'm getting 60 there, Doom. Out of the adding up all the numbers on the side, I'm getting 60.
You are getting 60?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I probably miscounted or jumped one because
take my math with a grain of salt. There's a reason I have a social work degree.
There's a reason why I'm an artist. Do going one, thank you for the follow. Chow, so if you want to count up, tell me. There's 20. That's right. Should come out to 53 after this. Because I'm the kind of guy who couldn't figure out where his extra card was coming from because he had put in two extra Dragapults. And I kept counting them like differently. All right, now I've got 70. Army 60.
Yeah, I'm getting 60.
Trust me, I'm a math teacher. Okay.
I'm wondering where PTCGL lost the Alakazam.
That's why I'm asking them, and this is everyone on YouTube also saying it's all fine. I'm asking them to export from PTCGL. I am still going to give them the game loss because of it. It sucks, but there's 60 cards there submitted, and that's not part of the 60. But I do want to figure out what's going on. So.
Yeah, that one bug catching set is kind of an interesting one of, don't you think?
Right? That's why I'm wondering what it is.
That's supposed to be the Alakazam.
I didn't realize that was in there.
No, I'm just looking because everything else seems to be typical Alakazam list, but there's one bug catching set. Dugong in the stream chat actually said the same thing. Like, I'm like, this looks a little off. Is that supposed to be there? One of these things is not like the other, and one of these things just doesn't belong.
I know.
Can you tell which one it is?
I'm importing it into live right now. I'm trying to work with them. He says the bug catching set's supposed to be in there.
Okay.
I was just wondering because the bug catching set has TMW in it. What would you be? Oh, for the shaman. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm like, what is the one bug catching set for? Got it.
All right. I'm going to import what he just sent me. It says import failed. I don't know if it's because it's wrong. Because of the way it's set up. We only placed 3 pads. So that's the difference there too.
Hmm. Lady Dunsparce raided the chat.
What's up, everyone coming in from Lady Dunsparce's chat? I'm Senior Doom, tournament organizer, professional illustrator, and man who cannot math. As we're trying to figure out exactly how live bugged on the submitted list.
And I'm Natata, water Pokemon master, magical girl, overworked case manager, and apparently also really bad at math because I could not figure out for the life of me where the missing card was.
All right. This is what I'm going how I'm saying it. I'm going to reach out to Limitless. They have a whole section on the Discord anyways for helping with this kind of thing. Find out what happened. I'm going to ask them to play the submitted list because I can't change it. Because this is 100% like how what happened. But let's go ahead and get the next round going.
Yes, sir.
All right, everyone, round 2 is up. All right, it's up. Set the stuff again. Thank you for the raid. We're gonna have round 2 going. Get a game up. Let's go with TCG Demons game. So let's go ahead and go to table 3.
Table. See what we have.
Got sick. Demon Slayer's up against Mario Yo Bro, the Dust Noir, or the Dust Noir Dragon. I like to mix them around because it's fun. Oh wait, Giannis came through? I didn't even know that trade finally happened. Who did he go to? Also, Heat Miser, can you go into the Discord for me and look at table 4? The Heat, of course.
Ooh, Kangaskhan Bouffalont. Or no, Dragapult. I don't know why I just said Kangaskhan Bouffalont.
This Kangaskhan Bouffalant's a good deck. All right, so taking care of something. We, again, transparency wise, I know, I'll bring it up. We had someone in the Discord with a very inappropriate name. I will not repeat anything that was part of it. And they are now banned. They were in the voice chat and they're gone. There's that. It was very inappropriate and very not appreciated. So some people might have seen it after I said he might check table 4. Like, hey, what do they want Heat to check? That's what. So.
Oh, it's a rockets deck.
No.
These rockets. No.
There's rockets.
I take it back.
There's a lot to it. The rockets for the Mimikyu. There's a Clefairy. There's a lot.
I was gonna say I take it back. Like I forgot. This deck is quite interesting. So it should be fun.
Also, before I keep forgetting, I meant to give Lady Dunsparce a shout out. I was putting Landy Dunsparce at first.
Landy.
I mean, Landy Dunsparce would be good, right?
That would be like Lady Dunsparce's alter ego.
Landy Dunsparce. Well, it was what is the Dunsparce ability? And something?
Runaway draw.
Oh wait, no, that's wrong. There's a Dunsparce out there with land.
Oh, sorry,
Land Crush.
That is Dunsparce. My bad. Dunsparce.
Dunsparce's attack is Land
Runaway
Crush.
draw.
No, Runaway draw is the
Land
ability. Land Crush is the attack. So it does have land in there somewhere.
There, it was on the card somewhere. You were getting close. Dragapult doing Dragapult things. Got the 3 Dreepies down already.
Hey, double Poffin though.
Yeah, no, definitely. We love seeing double Poffin in our opening hand.
Double Poffin plus the telepathic energy.
Which is almost like a triple Poffin.
Red Fox, thank you for the follow. I don't know if you've ever had a Poffin because I haven't. I'm a cinnamon roll guy, but it sounds delicious.
I'll be honest with you, when I look at Buddy Buddy Poffins, they just remind me of kolaches. Like I get at Buc-ee's when I go on road trips. I'll stop in the morning and I'll get a kolache. That's what they remind me of. But I did have a friend in the community, Mint Mermaid. She likes to bake. And she made Buddy Buddy Poffins in her home kitchen that looked delicious. And as I too like to bake, I'm like, maybe I need to do that. Maybe I need to make some Buddy Buddy Poffins. But my thing is, I don't know what I would put on the top. The top is supposed to be like little peppers, I'm assuming, because it's Scovillain colors. And I just don't know if that would taste very good. Like a savory, almost like a kolache.
That makes me wonder, do they eat Scoville? Like, I keep bringing this up like every other week. Do they eat this Pokemon?
I'm currently watching a TikTok series where a man is explaining what Pokemon he will or will not eat. So I think the discussion is already being had. Doom. He is making an entire TikTok series of each type of Pokemon. I think he did Dragon most recently. He's like, these are the Dragon Pokemon I would or would not eat. And yeah.
You would not be able to eat a Dragon. How much you would want. And the reason for that is because it's already dead.
I'm curious what he's going to do when he finally gets to Ghost Pokemon, because I'm like, Ghost Pokemon, I don't believe you can eat. So
They lack a corporal form, I think is the word I'm looking for. Does not exist. Now, see, they imply Drifloons eat people, so.
Yeah. The Drifloon. Well, so they at least imply that they kidnap people.
I believe they kidnap people and then proceed to eat. Or drop them in a volcano. Either or. Oh my god. He might have got it right.
Ghost Pokemon are like a vape.
Well, there we go. He figured it out.
You know, it's funny. It's funny though, because I was talking with a friend the other day, and they were talking about, like, you know, they're studying anthropology in college, and they're talking about how, like, a lot of the items that they tend to find that hold a lot of significant value are items that were, you know, everyday items that people used all the time. And all I could think was, there's going to be so many anthropological studies on vapes in like 200 years. They're going to find a bunch of those things laying around.
You sure they're not doing that right now?
I'm not sure. I got the fez.
All right, this is a question. Go back towards the game. How tasty would a fez be? No, Pheasant Dippity. Do you place it down early, or do you wait to place it until you've had a Pokemon KO'd? What is your thoughts on that?
I wait. I am very, because it in so many cases it is a free prize for your opponent. If they see it, they're like, oh, two free prizes. I feel like, and especially if you start it, oof, that's like the worst feeling in the world. But I try to wait until I've actually had a KO, find the fez, and then put it down. Kind of a break in case of Pokemon knockout situation. What do you prefer to do?
I hold on to it just because a lot of the decks I'm playing, I need the bench space until I've run it. Until it's gone. Or not until it's gone, until something's knocked out. So, like, I play
in a world without Penny where we can't pick it back up. I think we have to be a little bit more judicious about when we play it. I think when we still had things like Penny, when we still had things like Turo, where we could just pick things back up, bench space was not as much of a thought in the back of my brain. But now that pretty much everything on your bench has to stay on your bench, you have to really think about it.
I definitely feel like we're going into a format where we're going to have no pickups like that whatsoever outside of Super Scoop Up.
The only thing I think we have right now is Scoop Up Cyclone.
Yeah, that will be it. Because we had these formats where that happens. Like, we had Acerola before, then we had Turo and Penny, and like it just different ones like that. And then now it's like, okay, we're without them, and we'll be without them for a little.
I think that's actually, you know, a little bit healthy. I think, you know, having to really think about what do you want your bench to look like and plan that out, that's healthy, as opposed to just being able to place things down, pick them back up, reuse them again, especially when we have things like Meowth. Any kind of pickup, especially if it doesn't discard it upon pickup, could become just a problem. Like, just way too good.
Okay, tomes don't pick up replace. That is one. Part of me is sitting there like thinking, oh yeah, that's the card. When I first kind of saw it, I was like, yeah, that card ain't going to see much play. But then if you go and look like older format stuff again, I'm talking older format, not because like I'm trying to, it's more of knowing what is coming, like seeing what their previous trends were. They had, what was
Puzzle of Time.
Puzzle of Time.
Puzzle of Time.
Which I remember seeing that and going, oh yeah, that's not a card. And then finding out it was a good card and learning how to play it. I think that was actually one of the biggest things as a player I had to overcome early, was like preconceived notions of what is a good card and what isn't.
I definitely find myself very susceptible to that, because I get it stuck in my head that something is just, I'm never going to play that. I'm never going to play that. I'm never going to play that. It's why I'm trying really hard now in my new series on TikTok. I can't believe it's not Starmie to play other decks. Like I go on Limitless, I look at the top 10 decks that week, I put it in a randomizer, and I just pick something to play on stream that night so that I can get my mind free of those preconceived notions of, well, I don't want to play this because X. I don't think this card is good because Y. And it's actually kind of been really refreshing, and it's really kind of reinvigorated my love for these different decks.
I remember the first card I had and I felt justified was good. And it was because it was back well before we had Limitless tournaments or anything. Torch started playing 4 Bridgets in their deck. I was playing 4 Bridgets in mine because I'm like, I got GX Pokemon or other things I want to put out there, like the way it worked. I realized that, and he like realized that, and people were like, oh my god, this is great. I was like, yes, I feel justified for once. Like you have that one time.
If a card doesn't have a coin flip, it isn't a good card. I don't know, Heat Miser. That is something I don't like coin flips. I'm just gonna be, but maybe that's controversial. I don't like coin flips at all. I feel like I have really bad luck flipping coins and or rolling dice. And so I tend to stay away from anything where a coin flip is a requirement of the card. The exception to that being I played a it was a break card. The name is just completely escaping me. Noivern. It was Noivern Break, where you could flip a coin each time you were attacked, and if you flipped heads, they didn't do any damage. That was the only time I ever played a coin flip deck, and I won a cities with it. Like, but I'm so apprehensive to put anything with a coin flip in my deck because I feel like I end up blaming too much on luck at that point.
You see, the thing is, Heat Miser's whole thing is coin flips because he's the luckiest man I know. He will go to the casino and walk out $10,000 on slot machines, and like you have to be lucky for that. As we do see the KO, like seeing this last turn where the Dragapult did hit into the Clefairy, I get it. Like they're probably looking for the stadium, but that also has to hurt.
Mm.
One of the things I'm working on as a caster is like trying to sometimes go back to the game, even though I'm talking about like 500. But I learned that, like, talking about, I talked about casting on Friday. I'll talk about it a little bit here too. Like, trying to figure out like what is good for Pokemon casting. Like, what do people want to see? What do they want to hear? And like the biggest thing I keep coming back to is always baseball.
Like casting baseball games.
Yeah, and like I listened to a lot of baseball casters, and they talk about it, and they talk about the pace and like telling stories and trying to keep things like take it. One of them called kept you enjoying crossfit casting, called baseball the world's most boring game, and so like talk like about everything.
I'm gonna try for that crushing hammer.
But like, well, I keep going with that too. It also is like that doesn't fit for everybody. So it's like, okay, where does it work? How does this person work? And it's weird. Like I never fully put thought into that after doing this like for 4 years. It's like, yeah, wait, what? Thought into this.
I'm still so green and still so new. I'm really just trying to figure out pacing and when to talk, how to talk, what to talk about. They are bound and determined to try to get that energy off that Mimikyu, aren't they?
Yes. If they attack into this Mimikyu, that's going to be so bad.
But that was the second hammer they have now utilized, and now they're gonna. Mm.
He can chat with his stream all he wants, as long as he's not coming in. But here's the thing about that: he can chat with his stream all he wants. That doesn't mean his opponent can't go in there either. And like this, 100% feels like this move you could have done.
I don't feel like he should have attacked into that Mimikyu, but maybe I'm missing something.
Like use the hammer and then have that.
Yeah, just so the course will allow them to bump the stadium. They just got another lively stadium. I'm actually really enjoying this kind of, I don't know if you call it fairy box with the Azumarill, the Mimikyu, the Clefairy. It seems interesting. I'm enjoying kind of how it runs. I never really thought about that Mimikyu as being a really good counter for Dragapult because it's a Terra. I always forget Dragapult is a Terra. I forget that at least once a week. Well, that's all she wrote.
Yeah, it happens. All right, let's go ahead and jump to table 1, see if they're still playing. Probably not. It's a Dragapult deck, but you never know.
Looks like they might be done as well.
They are done. Let's go ahead and jump to table 2. They are done as well. Table 10.
Oh. Looks like they might be done too.
Oh, Casting Desk it is. Kind of sucks because what I'm talking about the judge call right now. They're trying, as a person crashed and they're trying to show on the screenshot that they could see the last KO, like whatever the situation was, but there was a lot of plays still out there and wasn't there to do. So like I can't 100% without a doubt give them the game.
Gotcha.
Because like if you see in the judge screenshots, they could if they got KO'd with their active, they could still bring something in with the Thwackey, attach Neo Operator Greninja, and then try to snipe the bench. But the person has Shaman in their deck, and we don't know, they'll still their turn. We don't know if they could pull it out or not. You know, by their it was becoming too much of a doubt. So I have to 100% be like, this will have to stand. I'll let them argue it, but I've put mine.
Oh, someone's playing Sharpedo. Interesting.
I have another one. Sinatra Nut.
Seems like PTCGL is on one this evening.
It's always something.
I was really thankful because the tournament that I was in this last weekend for Girly Pop Games, it was their very first like TCG tournament that I think they had done on Limitless. And I was just crossing my fingers. I was like, everybody's PTCGLs be good. Everybody's PTCGLs no glitch.
All right. Well, it's like right now, all the bugs are hitting right now. Someone is getting their turn skipped. That's a PTCGL thing. There's nothing I can do from. Let's see who else we have. Oh, we do have a Garchomp up there. Duskull. We got the Slowking. Zbalthora. Lord Garbage Man.
Arcalodon.
Scooby-Doo Dex with Mickey Mouse text. I like that name. I do.
Mickey Mouse text.
Scooby-Doo Dex with Mickey Mouse text.
There it is. Never underestimate people's creativity. Never, especially on the internet. We've got bees. Got a couple of bees.
How did bees fall off so hard? Like I was
I
so
don't
excited
know.
for it, and it was there in like early weeks. Now we're down to like 4 tonight, and there are 2 2-0s, a 1-1, and an 0-2.
I feel like bees has all the ingredients to be really, really good.
Like
It's got the stadium. It's got its own kind of little setup abilities. Like bees has all the potential to be very, very good. I just don't know what's really gatekeeping it right now because there's no fire in the format. It doesn't have a natural weakness, really.
it should be like an invasive species, right?
I feel like it should be one of those things that's more popular than it is. Beedrill.
But then again, we get those decks that happens. Oh hey, round's done. Happy Tofu Gaming wants you to plug your Discord.
Oh, my
just
TikTok?
TikTok to Discord.
Got you. I've got you. There you go, darling. I do a little bit of everything all the time over there. Cerulege. Yeah, Cerulege is in the format, but it's fallen off in popularity, Bisquick. It's not as popular as it once was.
It lost a lot of pieces. All right, round 3 is up. It's going.
No coin flips, so bees is bad.
You can just time him out. Oh wait, no, you can't. He's a mod. All right, let's see who we got. Let's go to table 10 and see who they were. See what they were playing.
Table 10? Sure. See what we've got.
I can kind of base off the name, but
Okay.
what? Let's check. We will watch and see who they invite, and we'll go from there. what they play. We will find out. We always do. Oh, Weedle is really low too.
Oh yeah, Weedle only has 50 HP, so Dragapult is the gatekeeper.
I mean, Dragapult gatekeeps everything.
We said that about Gardevoir, though. We said that, like, when Gardevoir was gone, it reminds me of that meme. It's just like, oh, you've saved us. Not really saved, just under new management. It Gardevoir left, and Dragapult has no natural enemy now.
So we need a new invasive species. What you're saying? So it was Greninja, Alejandro. You know what? We'll pull. Okay, it's Alejandro underscore S, and they are playing. Guess what? Dragapult.
Dragapult.
But they are playing against
Greninja.
Greninja is like Guilherme Moira. I have no idea how to say this name, but it's Mega Greninja. So it is. I tried my best, chat. It's Monday. I'm on my. This is my Monday game. Going to work and it's all your Monday meetings and you sit there and you just cry the whole time going
That's me every day I have a meeting.
I mean,
it doesn't matter if it's Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Just like, please stop the meetings.
Dragapult playing Shaman seems a little bit mean. You do it to others. Rules for thee, but not for me. Okay, Dragapult. I didn't want to say it, but I'm sorry. What? You're gonna play?
They played Manaphy, or Blood Dex played Manaphy when Manaphy was a thing.
Dragapult just being like, well, I can damage the bench, but you cannot damage the bench.
Because, okay, this is where it does actually become meme. Because the Shaman protects all the Dracloaks, and then they've got their own Terra protecting the Dragapults too. They're like, what can you hit? And they go, hey, that Pheasant Deputy looks pretty good. And I'm like, don't you touch my baby bird.
And it looks like there might be a Feraligatr in this list as well.
Now that is a deck that I also thought was going to do well or show up in Forest, and it showed up for like a week, and then it never showed up again. Like, it had a good Japan run, and then people found out about it.
I often wonder how many more decks would be played if we were in more of a best of one format like Japan. I often wonder, because I'm like, I wonder if like certain decks are just way more viable when it's like you only have to beat them once. Meaning you can do the cheeky little play and it'll pay off.
Well, yeah, like, because that is like the other thing that comes up with the Japan play, and like even these. Well, Japan, there is no ties. Mm-hmm. And I'll have like at least once a week in the tournament, someone in Japan asked me like, why is there a tie?
Mm,
and I have
because
to
they're not familiar with that
right, and then I have some who
protocol.
are completely familiar with it. No issues, just play on. When Mew protected the bench,
That was a time.
I found one of those cards in my garage. I'm like, this card's probably worth like.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
I found it in my garage. I'm like, man, this card's probably worth like $50 now. Some scalper. Evolutions Mew. You know, because like Mews go stupidly high for no.
Mew is one of the chosen children. Charizard, Mew, any evolution.
But yeah, I looked it up. $32.
Wow.
XY Evolutions Mew. Hollow.
Wow.
I will do, Sonny.
Funny.
Will do.
Is Gazer even in this tournament, or are you just doing that for
Every time.
reasons unknown?
Every time he just goes on it. It's the Gazer hate special. It's become such a meme. You just do it.
They're going to use the Hilda to get the Dunsparce and try to draw into
Everything.
something. Anything. Ooh. Didn't help much, fortunately. But it did get them something into the active they can attack with. And the Badoo can't retreat.
Doesn't get KO, doesn't get retreat. Oh, bench barrier Mew? Because there was a lot of different Mews. The bench barrier Mew was actually like money as well. It was $14. The Unbroken Bonds Hollow Rare Mew. That card should not be. Because XY Evolution's Mew would be good against Dragapult.
It's interesting though, because so many cards that were common or even bulk, they get like a second life outside of competitive play as collectible cards. Like if all it takes is enough people to be like, I like this thing, and all of a sudden its price is through the roof.
Oh, is it GLC card? See, I have no idea about GLC. I never played GLC.
I've only ever played like a handful of GLC games the entire time that I've played. I want to try to play it more because apparently water is very, very good in GLC, which doesn't surprise me because Wailord exists, and whenever there's a Wailord, there's a way to tank it. But there's not a whole lot of GLC activity at my locals. Everybody here either is kind of just playing standard or it's people learning how to play. So I never really have an opportunity to do a whole lot of GLC unless I'm at a regional.
That actually brings up a good question also about regionals. How do you feel about like regional side events? Like how have they been? Like I feel my God, stupid emo. I feel like they've declined heavily.
With side events?
Yeah.
I'll be honest, the last couple of regionals, I haven't played in as many side events as I normally do. Right?
I'm the same way.
I've kind of spent the time socializing, being with friends. I just haven't had the itch to play in as many side events as I normally do. I think the last side event that I really played in is one of the regionals I played in the Sisterhood Social. And that again really was more for the socialization factor, just meeting more female and gender nonconforming players than it was to actually play the game. It was really just I wanted to be in that particular tournament, but I don't do as many as I used to. I used to grind side events like crazy for the prize wall. I used to grind like crazy to try to get a hat or a deck box or something to take home, a plush. But I lately, if I'm going to do something as like a side event at a regional, I'd almost rather play in like a cube. My friend Butter, she runs a cube at like every regional that they go to, and it's a lot of fun.
There's always like 5 or 6 cubes at any regional. It's just
I tend to enjoy those. I really do. I tend to enjoy those.
I've never really played a cube, and most of the people who when I tell them that they go, "Well, you haven't played my cube." Like, no, I just haven't really played one. But yeah,
you're like, I'm saying I haven't played a cube, period. You're saying I haven't played your cube, your specific cube, the cube.
Like, no, I have not played a single one. But
it's a lot of fun. It's especially like if you're kind of like us and you're familiar with some of those older cards, it definitely is a trip down memory lane playing in some of those cubes.
Because I've watched a few of them in regionals. Like I've watched people as they're playing through them doing great things.
Okay, this Dragapult player has a 16 card hand. There's no way they don't have what they need.
Other than the fact that they can't get that shaman out, right?
Honey bee, you've got to get that shaman out of the active. You've got 2 Dracloaks with energies ready to go. It is time.
My kingdom for a Switch.
Yeah, pretty much. Or an energy to retreat it.
Birdkeeper's still legal, right? But yes, circle. I hate this term. Circle back. The sides used to be really great, and it used to be like the prize wall used to be so much. It's easier to get stuff from. Now it feels like some of the stuff's like high up there and like blocked from everybody. Like I didn't ever really fully expect to like win the Switch from the sidewall, but all of a sudden when like the medium sized plushies are like locked out, I'm like, this isn't.
It used to be a really good way to get packs. You could get like if you went to a regional and just went as a spectator and just did nothing but grind sides all weekend long, you could basically get almost the equivalent of a box in packs. And now the redemption price for packs has definitely gone up. You can't pull that stunt anymore. And as somebody that pulled that stunt a couple of times just to get packs to open at the end of my weekend, I miss that.
Cosmic Eclipse.
I miss that a lot.
Cosmic Eclipse, because especially how cheap it was. That was one of the last regionals we went to before COVID. It was Portland. I walked out with like 4 boxes from side events and stuff just from that weekend alone, playing side events and buying cards and stuff. Like I walked out feeling great. In Vegas, the only packs I came in with and left with were the ones that were gifted to me by TPCI that I did video. And like, I've really found out like I'm really bad at trying to do like TikTok videos like that, and I'd rather I'll stay in my lane. I'll stay here as the tournament organizer. And it won't help, and I'm sorry that I'm picking on Frodo here a little bit, but him and Emmy were like my first 2 people, and my knees gave out because I had ducks so low to make us seem the same height.
I remember the first time I met you in person, and I was like, "Oh, he is quite tall. I am quite short." Welp.
The first time I met Emmy was actually an art trade, doing sticker trade. And I noticed how short she was. I was like, oh, that's why I couldn't find you. Ha 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 ha, right? whatever. Then she comes on to cast, and like we realized we knew each other from the art trade. And I'm like, first thing that I got in my mouth was, I remember how short you were. It was like, yeah, you're really tall. I'm like, I really should have put my foot in my mouth.
I feel like these last few turns of this match have just gone on forever because they both have stuff active that they cannot use. Oh, there we go. So now they can retreat. They've got Mega Greninja.
This is like a Crystal Mirror.
Yeah, but it's not Crystal. It's Dragapult Greninja.
Who should know better and be more fun. Okay. He was talking about the challenge in Vancouver. He played on the Saturday challenge they have for side events. Played Cloth and played like 11 turns and won the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
It was just donk after donk after donk. I hated Cloth. Because I was like, I told my friends and everything like that, I'm playing Charizard, Dragapult. It had some decent matchups at the time. Fun deck. I said, as long as I'm not hitting Cloth, we'll be fine. I hit like 3 Cloths, like less than a 1% chance. I hit like every Cloth. I was like, come on. So I remember Cloth. Yeah, that's all I hear players be like, oh, yeah, play the odds. What's the odds of like your instant loss is actually out there kind of thing. I'm like, it's high.
What's the odds your thing is?
It's like me hitting Marnie's Grimmsnarl playing Gardevoir. Or the one Goldingo tech with 4 Averys.
The one Goldingo. Sometimes you really do just hit that one thing and you're just like, welp. That was definitely me when I was maining Lopunny, because when I was maining Lopunny, it didn't matter what tournament I was in. It didn't matter if it was online, IRL, at a regional, at locals. I was going to hit every Lucario and Cynthia's Garchomp in the room. Every single time. It was like clockwork. Like, what do you mean there's only 2 Lucarios in this whole room and I hit both of them back to back?
The last cup I played in, there was 4 festival leads in the room, and I hit all 4.
Not 4 festival leads.
I was playing Dragapult. I was fine. I went 3-1. So the one I lost to was the one I needed to win. It was the final.
Or like I'll be setting up or with Lopunny, the other thing is I would be setting up my deck and I would somehow hit something that had 3 freaking Monkey Dories. It's like, what do you mean 3 Monkey Dories? Why do you need that? It reminds me of
talking about Monkey Dory real quick, and then also Pheasant Deputy. Shrouded Fable was a really good set.
Mm-hmm.
Like we kind of say here.
Goes the unfair.
Ooh, that was a lot of cards.
That was a lot of cards getting shuffled.
And then it doesn't matter.
But yeah, it doesn't matter. They got the lilies and the dun spot.
like okay, like we talk about Twilight Masquerade being like the last best set. A lot of people are like, it brought new decks. I would say Shrouded Fable is up there. It brought a lot of text into it.
Now that I think about it, Shrouded Fable had a lot of the stuff. A lot of the stuff that we see all the time.
Like Twilight Masquerade had Dragapult. It has Teal Mass Overpop. It made Regidrago so much better. Like there's definitely a lot. But like At least not meta changers, like I'll use meta changing. Shrouded Fable is underrated for that. Like, it did make Gardevoir even better. It did give everyone like an out with Pheasantipity. Like, everyone plays Pheasant. I even went out and bought a full art Pheasantipity because I'm like, I'm going to be playing this card until I die. Or the day it rotates, not when I die. Yeah, I die when it rotates. No, that's a horrible thing to say.
It was brought to my attention by Pokeduels on Twitter that this is going to be the last world where Pheasantipity is legal. So that's actually a thing, and I was like,
that's actually kind of quick.
It feels like it hasn't been around that long.
But you know what? Some cards have that. Some cards are around forever, and they feel like forever, and some cards don't. It's just literally when they come out.
Somebody on Twitter was doing a countdown until Gardevoir was dead because it just felt like it had been around just that long.
I think I played it in 5 different regionals over like 3 years almost. Because then, like, even talking about that, like, Hisui and Goodra didn't feel like it was around that long.
I mean, right now we're in the middle of the Dragapult, like, Dragapult just feels like it's been around forever. But really, I think it's just because there's so many different Dragapults you can play. There's Dragapult Dusknoir, there's Dragapult Hammers, there's Dragapult with insert card here.
Dragapult Blaziken. Dragapult Blaziken actually might be better in the Pitch Black set. If only.
KFC is good. I feel like people sleep on KFC on the chicken.
I think it's good, but it's not the preferred game one right now. I think it will be better when Excadrill.
Oh, agreed.
Because it will have a very natural fight against that. Because Excadrill should just Is that enough? No, they're still short. They are not sitting in pretty position as it is. But Excadrill should be a good deck. Should. Which will be nice to have a deck like that come out. But we'll have to see. And if it does, it already has a Dragapult waiting for it.
I'm wondering what will be the next meta dominant thing when Dragapult leaves us next year.
Mega Greninja, because it's just Dragapult, Teemu Dragapult.
Teemu Dragapult. I think that the big difference, though, is Mega Greninja at least seems a little bit fair. It gives up 3 prizes. I feel like with Dragapult being Terra and being able to spread damage and being able to do what it does as far as its own draw engine built into the deck, I feel like it should have been a 3-prizer.
I was surprised they brought back 3 prizers as fast as they did. Let's go ahead and jump back to the casting desk here in Seattle. Like, I really felt like 3 prizers were just going to not come back. Like, they finally just say, you know what, this was a bad idea. And they're like, nah, we're going to bring them back. Which, VMAX, Mega seems fine, kind of that thing. But I kind of liked it better when Megas were like, yeah, you have the tool, or you needed you needed to lose a turn. Like, I thought that was way more fair.
But I want to say there were like some combo cards that were 4 prizers back, or were they 3 or 4? The Lugia and like the Lugia Ho-Oh combo cards. You know, the ones where like it's half and half?
Yeah, the Legends.
I want to say those were 4. Let's see. Legend.
There it is. Just says you can only put it if you have both in hand.
I could have sworn those were like a big legend rule. Oh, okay. No, that's just who can put it into play. Interesting. I
I've
could have
I,
sworn.
this is how I
those-
wanted tag teams to work.
Oh, you wanted them to be two halves of a whole?
Yeah, because I thought it would work cool. They still make them two prizers, but make them two halves of a whole, and be like, there you go. Like that's how it was. Snickers asks, what are we hoping for in terms of the locations for next season? I expect it to 100% just be the same stuff. I'm quite happy we have a Seattle, and I will continue to be happy we have a Seattle until we lose it again. Just like the Sonics.
I want Vegas again. I want to go explore Las Vegas one more time.
I
I
want
want
to
to Vegas.
I want to do Vegas again only because I want to go in with an actual plan. Last time I just kind of like, let's just go. I'm just going to go explore this, and we're just going to walk around, and like it's just too much. Going with the plan, like because I didn't go with the plan, I missed the Fallout Museum. I like the national.
I missed so many things because I just didn't know everything that was there. Like I'm kind of like you. I just didn't know everything that was happening.
And because of that, also like I couldn't figure out how, like going to there's like the neon graveyard. And I completely botched going there because I was trying to do other things, or how did I do this, or how do I do that, right? And it sucked because like I wanted to do the arty thing, and they filmed part of Mars Attacks there, and I love Mars Attacks.
I'm hoping for something in Florida. If it like I said, my dream one would always be Miami, even though it's not super drivable for me. I would have to fly to that one because it's in the opposite part of Florida from me, because they've never really done anything in Miami. I think it would be interesting. Orlando is nice. I know somebody in the chat earlier said Boston.
I think Boston's Worlds could be kind of cool.
I think that would be a nice place. That'd be fun. Let's see. A Rockets Spite Ups is undefeated right now.
Two of them are.
Two of them. Oh, I see. Yeah, there's two. Oh my goodness.
We're just waiting on one match. Let's go ahead and update that. Like we haven't paid too much attention to the standings. We've been talking regionals, talking everything. And hey, there is a tournament going on. No, the tournament's just a setup so we can talk about things. That's the whole point. Well, Mondays are more like that. Mondays are supposed to be an experimental day. Like this is the day you should come in with your word. This is the day we're going to look at the word. This is the day we're going to talk about weird things because it's Monday, right? Likes Mondays.
No one likes Mondays. But I do like Mondays with Doom.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see. Two slow games and the lone Beedrill. Oh, Beedrill, we wanted you so bad. Everybody wanted the big old B to be good. And he just fell off so quickly.
See, Portland, as much as I like the city, I don't think it's a good city for.
I really loved Seattle. I would love to go back to Seattle again. Not just because Doom is there, but just because that city was definitely a lot of fun. There was a lot to do. The weather that time of year was actually like tolerable.
There's a lot of people coming through for the World Cup who are loving the city. So it's not just you. It's a great city.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I will say, like, I did Pittsburgh last year, and Pittsburgh was nice. Again, really nice weather that time of year because they did it during the fall. So you got to see all the leaves and all the trees and things change color, and that was very pretty.
I was surprised it came up like it was a stadium rankings thing that Pittsburgh ranked so high with their stadium. I was like, really? Well,
They've got a stadium that's over the water that's very pretty in Pittsburgh. Thought that was very nice. So many Dragapults. Oh my goodness.
Dragapult will never leave. See, I like Seattle also because like I can just go home and sleep in my bed.
Amen.
It's like the Homer meme with whatever his name, Van Houten, Milhouse's dad. I've got a race car bed. I sleep in my bed with my wife. That's how I feel about
I
it.
hate Baltimore. I wouldn't hate Baltimore Snickers. I think Baltimore would be a lot of fun. I've
Baltimore,
never been to Maryland.
Baltimore got a bad rap.
I get to cross another state off of my list of states I've traveled to. State for the list. State for the list. I have told myself though that finances permitting, I am going to make 2026-2027 season the season that I go to a tournament out of the country. I have a
Just one moment
passport
for
and
me.
I'm itchy to use it.
All right, sorry. I I had to walk away because my cat. I have a plastic rod. My cat keeps finding it no matter where I put it,
Oh no.
and I'm using it for some projects, and I'm like, I can't have the kitty cat breaking this. Please don't. Oh my gosh, she found it again. Like, watch me put away.
Trying to see. There's a Rockets Honchkrow undefeated. Mega Sharpedo, my former baby. So because there was no water in the format for the longest time, I tried to make Mega Sharpedo work because it was at least water adjacent. It is water dark. And I was so determined I was going to make that work. I was like, Sharpedo good. And Sharpedo is good. It's just not quite there. So I'm curious what that list might look like.
All right, looks like the final game, man. The cat does think I'm playing hide and seek with it. It just ran out. It ran out of my office. Come on. With this, let's go to round 4.
All right, let's do it.
Ourselves a game. Listen. Timers. Round. Our next round. There we go. Big old thing. Whole bunch. Let's see. We haven't had on yet. Bizquick. What's Bizquick on? He's still on Surlet, right? Gotta be.
I believe he's our lone Cerulege player.
Is Dragapult.
Yeah.
Blaziken? Let's watch it. Let's give some fun. Let's give something different. I mean, it's our Dragapult deck, sure.
But it's also a Cerulege deck, and you don't see those running around every day anymore.
No, I don't remember the last time I played one.
I remember Frodo was on it for a while. He was doing really well with Cerulege. So I know the deck well.
Now,
just like I now know Lucario very well for that same reason.
I just should make sure that their opponent did show up last round. Okay, they did, so they should be here. I'm gonna let the cat back in because now she's scratching it.
Uh-oh.
And then she ran away. Who wants a free cat? All right. Now, if you're playing as Swirl Edge, what is your goal here? It's just what? Put every card you possibly can, or that's energy.
Pretty much. Chuck the energy as fast as you can and cross your fingers. Do as much damage as possible, as fast as possible before they can get those chickens set up.
Remind me, wasn't there a time they played Greninja in this deck?
In Cerulege?
Yeah, they played the Radiant Greninja, right?
I want to say that back in the day that was a thing, yes. Some folks would do that. And then I know there's a Drillbur as well that I think gets played.
I've known about the Drillbur tech.
And then they play Carmine. They always play Carmine.
They are for sure missing the squawk ability.
Oh, no doubt. Squawk and Seize. I'm so upset they never called that the squawk ability. I feel like that would have worked so well, and they didn't do it.
There's probably some creative director or someone up higher up on there's like, I don't like that name. What do you mean you don't like that name? It's awesome. I don't like it.
Like squawk ability. I don't know. I thought that was cheeky.
Yeah, I do too. Just always there's always a person who kills the fun.
Some people, I come to find out as I've gone on in years, as I've gotten older and watched everyone around me age as well, that some people, they have their whimsy surgically removed by a certain point in their life, and then they just become sad. And I refuse to do so. So he's using the Lunatone Soul Rock engine.
I remember playing against Swirl Edge in Vegas, and they like bricked twice against me. They had 4 ties at that time.
Ooh.
They were 3. No, they were 2-0 and 4, and they knew they had to win. Whereas I was just fighting for my life and just needed to win. So sorry, buddy, I killed your run, but had happened to one of us. And then God looked at me and said, yeah, you got to play Marnie's Grimmsnarl. I'm like, no!
Not the Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Marnie's Grimmsnarl was my opponent when I was one of the featured matches in Houston. I was playing Lopunny. And I was super excited because I think I was one of the like 2 or 3 Lopunnies in that tournament. And I was really excited about it to be on the featured match. And I just got stomped by Marnie's Grimmsnarl. This quick could really use a way to get a Cerulege right about now, because I already see a chicken on the field.
Me and Marnie's have a history.
Oh yeah.
That's why I'm like, please, no more, please. I when I do run into it like on ladder now, I'm like, ah, vengeance shall be mine.
So what deck archetypes are you excited for in this next release, Doom, with Pitch Black?
Mega Excadrill has been the one I've been looking at. Like I do feel like it has something going for it, and hopefully it will continue to have something going for it. And then outside of that, I don't really think there's much added. This definitely feels like I want to say a dead set, but it doesn't feel like a set that's going to be adding too much.
How do you feel about hide and sneak? Because I've been really
Okay,
looking at that. It looks fun.
That is what I forgot about. That's I keep thinking that's the next set after Pitch Black. I don't know why.
I always have a soft spot in my heart. Even though like Festival Lead right now gives me absolute headaches, I always have a spot in my heart for those Pokemon deck archetypes that are just little guys doing big things. I always think those are so fun. Like I played Mad Tea Party until it rotated. Because I love those little decks. Your Night Marches and your Lost Marches and all the little guys doing big things archetype is always fun to me. I think it's a lot of fun.
I loved Mad Party, and I was like, it was around the time like Dragapult VMAX was a thing. I was like, yeah, as long as I don't hit like Dragapult VMAX one of the tournaments I went to with it, I'll be fine. This is again another one of those things where Doom hits everything of a deck he shouldn't. I hit every single Dragapult VMAX in the tournament. There was 3 of them, and I hit all 3, 1, 2, 3. So not
you can't.
Not a very happy camper.
I saw the Toucannon film sauce. I think it's what Doom was talking about earlier, how they're giving a lot of the best abilities to the colorless Pokemon. Because there's a natural predator for that, which is Rocket's Watchtower.
And when a type has a natural predator, see it. Oh man, this
is bad. The Ceruledge had such a bricking problem this game.
Oh,
this is rough. Oh, this is so rough. Oh, you hate to see it. Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna leave and we're gonna go ahead and jump to table 2 and see how Slowking's doing.
Yeah, let's rock.
I'll probably start reaching out some other players here soon too. Just to see what we can get. But this looks like an actual game. Which, yeah, no, just quick, that was bad.
It's okay. There will be others. That's the great thing about Pokemon is there's always the chance for another game of Pokemon.
Hey, guess what? It's more Dragapult. Because of course.
I'm actually surprised with the Slowking that we haven't seen the Annihilape make an appearance yet.
It's
an Annihilape in this deck.
It's usually a closer and not something you use early. Unless you absolutely have to use it.
True, because it does knock out both Pokemon. I think that is just one of the most busted cards in this deck. I mean, next to the Kyurem, I think it is one of the most busted.
Introduction of the 300 damage Metagross.
Didn't.
It helped this deck. Surprisingly, I am going to a Pitch Black release. So I'll probably figure out the deck, like what cards are actually coming out a little bit later.
Trifrost, though.
Frost hurts a lot.
It is one of those attacks that I hate to hear it announced.
Going to Disney? Yeah, because Mega Excadrill, it needs 5 energy to do 330. But being 340, being that decently thick, being able to KO a lot of Pokemon, and having the Metagross be able to do it, like Metagross finally got its like attacker it really wants. Because you're not discarding it. So you can continuously hit 330 and hopefully be able to survive most attacks, unless Blaziken comes after. And then it doesn't matter.
I'm actually excited for the Wailord EX and the Misty's combination. I feel like that's going to be a lot of fun. The Wailord that just puts itself to sleep. 270 and puts itself to sleep. Because you can just search your deck for, I mean, it does end your turn, but you can search your deck for 4 water energies and attach them to the Pokemon in any way you like. And that's, Wailord takes 5. And he's got 380 HP, so he's a big tank. I don't know, I just feel like that with Ice Cream, and I want to say he's in Pitch Black. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Hide and Sneak. The Excadrill does look interesting. I just looked that up just to kind of see what that does. That does look fun.
It's like Metagross is good. It just hasn't had a really good attacker to go with it. And now we kind of got that attacker now, Excadrill, especially considering it's tanky, it hits hard, it KOs Dragapult, it KOs the Kangaskhan here, it KOs a lot of things. And there isn't like a whole bunch of them out there like fire types. I saw like Cerulean Edge could possibly see new life. Dragapult Blaziken could. But how many are there going to be there?
That is true.
Yeah, Subway one more time because the cat's scratching again. I'm hoping this time she does finally. Instead of being cat.
There's that Trifrost again. Just so oppressive. I'm waiting to see if this Dragapult maybe uses a special red card or unfair stamp or something to get this Slowking's hand down, because they have pretty much everything they need in this hand to make this work. From here, they could easily Ultra Ball for that Annihilate and take game. If I felt like I was smart enough, I feel like I would want to run Slowking, because it seems like such an interesting deck. The way that it runs is so interesting. The way that it works is so interesting. It looks like it's fun. It's a versatile toolbox deck. I just don't feel like I have the brain meats to be able to make it work. I'm gonna sob.
All right, I'm back. The cat ran away again. And then the other cat hissed at her. And she ran right back up into
I did not realize I was talking into the void. I apologize.
No worries.
I was just...
We've all done that.
I was just spitballing on the Slowking, and just I feel like at this point the Slowking, it's the Slowking's game to win.
It just wins right here.
Yeah, there's the Metagross. And that'll be all she wrote.
Should make sure there's no judge request because I was gone for a little bit. Thankfully not. This is at least the nice thing about Mondays. It stays a little bit calmer. Considering we're in round 4 and we have like a quarter of the amount of players we usually have on a Friday. Kind of the way it is.
Goes a little quicker, yeah.
I was going to jump back to. Let's make sure there's Nick Cho on
at table 6.
Let's see if their game's still going. It'd be quicker to find them in the metagame than trying to find what their name on here is. Ethan Cyphlosion. Oh, right, it's your Korean dad. They did win, but we can jump to them next round. So I think we'll give them preference. Let's go ahead and jump back to the casting desk for now.
Okie dokie.
And then we will prioritize the Typhlosion for next round. Let's check it out. Let's look at the list.
It's Typhlosion.
Got the Prism Tower.
Yep.
You know what? I'm sitting here like my first thought is, why would you want to use that? And I'm like, oh, you want to get the Ethans out. Easiest way.
Yeah. It's a way to discard the Ethans into your discard pile. Anything that gets those Ethans in there faster is good for you.
Also, Chad asked, I don't know if you covered it. What about the Fossil Energy Control type deck? I always hold off on control decks, like hypes on them, until we start seeing results. Only because like we hype up a control deck and it doesn't work, and then there's the ones that doesn't get hyped up and it does work, and you're like, oh wow, where did that come from?
I'm holding my opinion on the fossils until we see how the new stadium for the fossils works to be able to get around Bidoof, because fossils start off as items, and right now item lock is just such a thing early game for so many decks. So I will hold my peace on the fossils until we see what happens.
Yeah. So could it be out there? Yes. Any deck can be out there, but I'm gonna hold. I'd be like, I will wait until like the Doom Championships. No, there is no Doom Championships for Pitch Black because I would run it, and then like 2 weeks later, I'm running Worlds of Doom. Which, if you don't know about that, well, check it out here. We are currently 60 tournaments now, over 14,000 players. We have absolutely cleared last year's attendance, total attendance, and unique players already. So many tournaments, but it all leads up to one big one at the end, the Worlds of Doom. It used to be Tournament of Doom World Championships. We've done a little bit of reworking. Which, hey, you can look here, and guess what? That's not it. Guess what? Anybody can sign up for it. Don't have to qualify. But if you do win the DCS, you can qualify. See, we already got one player registered. That's King Heracross, which would be like, hey, they haven't won one of the championships of Doom or the last chance qualifier. The amount of points they have in their ranking right there, they're not getting knocked off out of the top 32.
Impressive.
Like there's 160 to...
If you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll find me somewhere. All the way at the bottom.
There's people with 4 points. You get points from tonight. You get points from other ones. What have you played under? Just Natata, right?
Yep, just Natata.
Not showing up.
That's okay.
Sure you've gotten Doom points? Oh, there it is. And that's why, because I put double T. 25 Doom points.
Look at my little 25 Doom points.
For the 121st Mega Star Me.
I'm just happy. Look, he looks so happy. Mega Star Me looks so good there. Look at him. Watch him as he goes.
All right, so your Korean dad came in chat, said, I'm playing the person both the way to the discard Ethan's Adventures, talked about. But also, there's no draw engine, so sometimes discard 2, draw 1. It is a safer, especially if you have dead cards in here. I think that's something a lot of people don't realize is like having a way to get rid of dead cards. It can be so good. Like that's why trade has been so good for so long.
I think there's something to that too, like being able to get rid of um just the dead cards in your hand, especially in a format where you have things that want you to have cards in your hand, things like the Mega Frost where it attacks based on the cards in your hand. So you want to thin your hand down as much as possible.
Let's see. Got a couple 3-1s. The Sharpedo going 3-1 is amazing.
That's impressive. I wonder what that deck list look like. I wonder, because is it the standard Sharpedo Dark Box with the Toxel?
Lopunny.
Oh, they're running Punny. Okay.
Well, I mean, okay, you run the Punny as a way for like easy Crustle.
Yeah, it's an easy Crustle get around. The Perrin, Wally's Compassion. Yeah, it's pretty standard Sharpedo. Interesting. Interesting.
It's always the wait on 2 matches. No, okay. Is this Petrun? All right, another one. Another Shrouded Fable underrated card. Well, we've seen it in so many dark decks. Subjugating Chains, so good. I will definitely say what is that little horse sword one? Or the Justice Trio, 4th one.
Oh, Keldeo.
Keldeo, thank you. Keldeo. Still have the best one, not Pure Heart. Where is Russian?
Russian.
There it is. Russian. You pair that up. Floatstone. So good. And then we also had the Dawn Wings. The Necrozma had a similar build.
Invasion.
Like I love Dawn Wings Necrozma. It was one of my favorite ones. Dark Flash was pretty good. Moon's Eclipse was pretty good as well. But it was starting a time when Buzzwole was everywhere. So it helped. But the Darkness Weekends was Zoroark. You're like, ugh. You paired it up with Malamar. That's where it was at. But hey, it's done. Let's go ahead and we'll just go ahead and jump down 6 now. So we can just
Table 6. Okay.
that. We will go here into round 5. Second. Goes. Round 5 is up. And we will have ourselves some Ethan's Typhlosion. A deck that I actually thought would stick around much longer. Oh, it's against Alakazam, too.
Oh, that's an interesting. So it's 2 1 prize decks.
It's going to come down. It's going to come down to who can keep their deck going the whole time.
Yeah, pretty much. Who can withstand the test of time?
It turns out I don't have an Ethan's Typhlosion on the sprite, so sadly it doesn't get it. I am looking into a way to where I could do the sprites a little bit through like a different way of setup. That's one of the things I'm doing again to bring back up Doom Worlds. I'm going through, and one of the things I'm doing is I'm trying to make the production quality even higher. So like I bought a Stream Deck. I'm learning more stuff with it. Like I've got a whole bunch of stuff on here that's automated through it now. Stuff like trying to press like different buttons and just trying how it goes.
Remember, folks, Doom is always working for you to bring you stuff.
I'm also doing it because it looks good on my resume and my portfolio. Hire me, Pokemon. Doom. I've tried so many times. So many references. They're just like, nope. Come on.
So he's running it with the Dracloak engine, which is very interesting, really good. I mean, again, I was saying earlier, I don't know if Dragapult is really the best part of Dragapult or if it's just the Dracloak engine. Because the Dracloak engine can make anything good. Like just anything. So I did play Ethan's Typhlosion earlier in the season, and I really did think it was going to be like a really good deck because it has a lot of firepower, no pun intended.
So that was my thought too. It can and will take the KOs against things that you wouldn't expect it to. But it's just not there. Thankfully, it's going into probably I would say a matchup where it doesn't have to put all those Ethans out there right away.
Mm-hmm.
And like Nighttime Mine, it feels like it's just out there to be out there now. It doesn't affect this deck whatsoever.
Not at all. Gets it out of your hand so you don't draw into it later. I mean, sometimes that I've definitely been in that position where I've played something just to get it out of my hand so that it doesn't shuffle back into the deck and I draw it later when I need something else desperately.
And this is something you'll see here. Notice your Korean dad, he did not put down the Prism Tower. It was glowing, did not put it down. There's no reason to put it down.
Mm-mm.
What benefit is he fully going to get out of it this turn? Maybe
there's
next...
something to be said for holding, knowing when to hold, knowing when to not play everything in your hand just because it's there.
There's been plenty of times where I've sat there and not played a Lilies because the best moved.
I've done the same. I think it's a skill that I'm definitely trying to hone, is knowing when to hold my hand and just hit that end turn button.
This is going to sound really hokey and corny, but there was a Kenny Rogers song about that. Like, you know when to hold them.
I was going to do it too. I think our brains are on the same level, Doom. I got you there.
I didn't realize that did NA hit hard enough to know that.
And he's bonded by the journey.
I mean, I mean, you could KO the Badoo. No, that's not a Badoo. The NA finding a spot in decks has been great. I think having those kind of cards out there helps.
Now they can Ultra Ball away a Bangle and probably an Ethan's. Yep. Oh no, the Prism Tower. Grab that Dracloak. I know he had mentioned that he's playing the Prism Tower for the draw power, but the Dracloak is like one of the best. I mean, I guess maybe just that one extra card can make all the difference.
We are just short and attacking. Yeah, I feel at this point you go for the Quilava, put it on the bench, be ready to discard some more.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're going to retreat out of the Sedenne into an Alakazam. No, but
Oh,
but
I would have evolved the bench, but maybe
to be fair, they do have the rare candy.
yeah, they have a rare candy, so they can get a Typhlosion next turn, no matter which way they go.
Like they're going to be possibly down 2 prizes already, and that's going to hurt. You need some sort of comeback.
Here goes the Hilda. They'll be able to grab their Alakazam and an enriching.
We've already seen the one Judge played. So hand disruption is going to be harsh.
The thing with Alakazam is even if you judge them, if they've got a Dunsparce and a Kadabra set up, they can get most of their hand back. So they're not particularly punished as much by judge as one would hope they would be.
We see the KO here. We will see the Cyndaquil come up. We'll give them some options here. I think you do the adventure. You need to start taking KOs now. And the best way you're going to do that
is get a Typhlosion. Is the rare candy. I'll recon directive. Probably grab the Ethan's adventure. No, the boss.
you can always grab another. Sure, might as well take the other card.
True. That handheld fan is going to cause problems. I actually run that in my deck, and it throws a lot of people off. Having your energy forcibly moved.
Now, funny enough, he does play a Tool Scrapper. But we could see Korean Dad here knock a fan or a fan and that balloon off.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe more for the balloon. Just for this match. Alakazam's getting their Dunsparces set up for just in case, trying to preempt that judge play.
They've already played Judge. We will not see it again.
Is there only one? There's only one.
Only one Judge. Smart move here. Promote the Victini. Get that energy off of it.
You could Night Stretcher here for the Typhlosion.
That art's so good. Ethan Typhlosion. I used to do art critiques part of my early streaming. I don't do it anymore because like the art's just kind of so good that there's very few cards that I would qualify as bad.
Loving the art recently on the different cards. Like, I'm pretty in touch with the collector community because that's very big on TikTok, which is where I stream. And there are folks on there that, you know, their whole thing is collecting for the art. And some of these newer sets have just had really stunning art on the cards.
I think one of the benefits they've had is they've really expanded their artist pool, and they even bring in artists like that worked for Game Freak, like why am I blanking on his name right now? James Turner. I'm gonna double check that's. You did the IR, yeah, James Turner. He did the IR Dust Skull line. He also did a Panseer of all things. He's credited for. And he also did the IR Pikachu EX from Ascended Heroes. He has a style, if you look at it, you'll see it and you go, oh yeah. He worked for Game Freak and designed a bunch of Pokemon. He's credited with a bunch of Pokemon. If I think like is it?
Speaking of art, this particular Pheasantipity is one of my favorites. The one that Korean Dad just played is gorgeous with the cherry blossoms.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to me, that's like a 10 out of 10.
So I love this artist, but he designed one of the Pokemon I hate. So now I'm kind of like, I don't know. He's credited with Shadow Lugia, which was sketched by someone else, but he finished it. The Vanillite line, the Golett Golurk, Volibee Manabuzz, Phantom Trevenant, Bruxish. Hate Bruxish.
Why do you hate Bruxish?
It's the fish with the smile and the lips. I just hate it. I don't like it. Rubs me wrong. But he also did Buzzwole, Guzzlord, Poipole Naganadel, Gigantamax Pikachu, Gigantamax Gengar, the Galarian Zigzagoon, Linoone, and Obstagoon, Senesi and Poltegeist, and the Centiskorch line. Then all the Paldean Tauruses, Dodonzo, and Tatsuguri.
That's quite the impressive resume of Pokemon, because that's a lot of different designs, lots of very various designs, too.
Then characters he designed. There's a whole bunch of them, like just different characters. He did both Professor Seda and Turo. This is big ones.
Oh, wow.
And he's got a whole bunch of artwork. The guy is a great artist, and he has a great style. Now he's doing different game development.
Well, it looks like Alakazam took that one.
Let's see who else we still got going. Let's see how MDG's game is going, since they are undefeated.
Okie dokie.
And they're done.
It looks like they're staying undefeated.
All right, let's go to the cast and desk. We're getting there. Thank you for streaming Korean Dad. Yeah, it was kind of like, as soon as I saw like the first KO went, I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. There's so many oh no memes.
Alakazam is just one of those decks. It is difficult. I played against it in a tournament this last weekend, and I thought it was just going to be an auto loss for me, and somehow I pulled it out, but that is a very difficult deck.
It's like, as you watch it get more cards, in his hand, and you're just like sitting there counting it up, going, "Come on, you're just gonna destroy me." I need to double check the schedule, make sure there's 7 rounds. Should be.
I believe there are
Yeah.
7 rounds.
Because we're at the point where we'll probably follow MDG next round anyways because he's 5-0 or 5-0. We'll keep with that, but we'll also have other decks we can always try to reach out to as well, depending on what the matchup is. Like, if they match up against Mew Pip, I'd love to watch that because that's no Dragapult. It's Rocket's Mewtwo, which is doing great tonight. Mew Pip's killing it. That helps they hit 3 Dragapults. When this deck runs, it takes out Dragapult. When it runs. And look, they're playing the Prism Tower as well. I don't need to go buy. I don't need to go buy this tonight, do I?
Is it time for the set of Prism Towers?
I guess.
I think it might be time for the playset of Prism Towers.
Oh, I did this on Friday, but there's something else too. Limitless can tell you how much it costs to buy a whole set. Like every single card in a set for a master set. Look at Ascended Heroes compared to everything else.
Huh.
It probably helps that the set is like twice as big, if not more.
Huge. Yeah, no, it's a huge.
Because like Black Bull and White Flare are pretty high, but that's again those huge sets. Destined Rivals doesn't even match up to it. Journey Together.
Nothing is even half of it, not since Crown Zenith.
Look at that. Journey Together is $578. Like what? What is the most expensive card on here? Like probably Lilies. It just gave me every single Pokemon. I would assume Lilies. For the first time in like 2 rounds, we actually have a judge request.
Oh wow. I wonder what's the story.
Go play. Yeah, I don't expect Prism Tower to be that expensive, though.
No, typically stadiums don't really go up in price. They typically don't get a bunch of alt arts. I am always confused as to how to pronounce that card. Ruffian? Is that how it's pronounced? Is it Ruffian?
I think so.
Ghost Veil does play 2 to 4 Prism Towers, so you guys better stock up.
They're going to be nothing. The stadium, I don't think, ever gets over. I don't think I've ever seen a stadium be that huge.
No. The last stadium that I think had like the biggest impact was Path to the Peak. And even then it was expensive.
That would be interesting to find out what stadium did cost the most.
Tropical Beach.
Okay, I believe outside of Tropical Beach.
I was gonna say, I believe the one you're looking for is Tropical Beach. Outside of that, I'm not really sure.
It's like, well, Pokemon Go, you can get the whole set, $400. I could either buy a Switch 2 or I could buy the complete master set of Pokemon.
The complete master set.
Team Up. $9,000. that is easily most of that is the Heart Latias.
Yep, that's the Lovebirds driving up that price.
Crimson Invasion only being $468 kind of saddens me because I thought that was a really good set. But I like this whole Sun and Moon block, like all the way up to like Lost Thunder. Like I thought these were all really good cards. And I remember Lost Thunder came out. And there was Zero Aura GX, right? I could find Waxing Poetic again. Oh, old decks, but this is on topic in a sense. If I can find it. Well, here we go. This one works. Thunderclap Zone. Free retreat for anyone that has any Pokemon. I thought it was absolutely bad card. I was like, that was one of those things. And at the time, it kind of was like there was some decks that kind of was kind of like on the edge. We had like, but then we had Team Up announced with the Pikachu Zekrom. And this was an instant one of in that deck. And the price went through the roof overnight.
See, out of like the Team Up cards, I played the Slowpoke Psyduck and then I played the Raichu, the Choo-Choos. I thought the Choo-Choos were so fun.
Oh, I had the Choo-Choos. I had the Illustrator Raichu, and I sold it. I sold a lot of the tag team up cards because as much as I love the art, I had like good thoughts about the decks and everything. It's just the money is too much. I'm like, there's no way this card maintains this much for this long.
$28. My goodness.
For the Raichu?
Oh no, for the Zero Aura.
Right? No, the Raichu was like a couple hundred. I am still sad that I sold one of my Lovebirds at like $120.
I did not think that certain cards were going to go up in price the way that they have. I have the SIR Magikarp. It's in my binder. It's in my collectible binder, just kind of hanging out in a penny sleeve in the binder. And I didn't realize it was like a $400 card. I had no clue.
I feel like they're reprinting it in the 30th celebrations, if only because people want the art for it, and they're hoping that will just be something that will come through more than enough so people can get the card and feel like they have it without absolutely cratering the value of the current.
I also didn't know that a lot of my Misty collection had some significant value just because it's pretty old. The stuff from 1998 that came out in the box set. I didn't realize that was as valued as it was because it's in my binder, just hanging out.
It's like Giovanni. I have Giovanni cards, tons of them, and it's so many of them are worth stuff. Like I got the Mewtube, the Mew in the off probably the most one-sided trade ever, where I traded a gold rescue board for it. But at the time, gold rescue boards were way more valuable than that Mewtwo was.
I know that like certain human characters in Pokemon tend to be really popular whenever they're printed. Like anything with lilies on it is gonna be gold. She's a fan favorite. Anything with Cynthia really tends to go up there pretty high. I know the SIR Garchomp that has Cynthia on it, I think is still worth a decent chunk.
I have a few Cynthia cards that are worth a decent chunk. What's up to the standings? I think we're down to one match. We should be done here soon.
Oh, good.
So Possibilities.
Fight Ops.
Possibilities. Rocket Spite Ops either gets the Dragapult, or the Slowking.
Oh,
So-
Rocket Spite Ops Slowking seems mean.
That's the matchup I want to see, but I think Slowking wins that.
I think Slowking auto wins that because of they have to set up their spiders. Slowking. I fear that would just be too easy for Slowking.
Well, rounds ready. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Do it. Let's go up. Our next round. There we go. And I'll announce it. And we'll see who they're pairing up against. Because I can grab. We want to see MDG did pair up against the Rockets. Kieran is going to come in hot. Very hot. We're going to put it up because I want to see Slowking do its best. And it's Monday. I can do what I want.
Oh, I feel like this is Slowking's match to lose.
Same. But you know what? It's better than putting on a Dragapult mirror.
True. Unpopular possibly, but the Dragapult mirrors are almost as like difficult for me to watch sometimes as the Crystal mirrors. It's not that they're boring, it's just that you kind of know how it's going to go.
Somewhat, because I've seen Dragapult mirrors we've had on where the one who looks like it's behind early in the game comes back and sweeps. Or they play the hammers and they get lucky. But it is the same thing though, like you're saying with the Crystal mirror earlier tonight. It's a game of chicken. It is. It is a huge game of chicken. Do I stop doing an attack now? Do you keep doing? KFC for breakfast and played chicken pull. I'm disappointed. Right? You come up with such a good name, and that is what you drop.
KFC for breakfast didn't play chicken pull. No, that was a lost opportunity.
Has KFC ever had breakfast? I don't think it has.
Not to my knowledge, no, but Taco Bell has, and they're under the same brand. So maybe that's what you're thinking of.
Maybe, because Taco Bell breakfast is awesome.
I miss Taco Bell breakfast.
We still have it around here. It's amazing.
A breakfast crunch wrap would fix me.
It's so good. But it's not every Taco Bell in the area. There's one on my way to work. The one by my house, I think, has it too. But there's one by my kid's school. I dropped him off. It was like 9 o'clock. I'm like, man, I want some breakfast. I'm going to go Taco Bell. I pull up to them and they're like, we don't do breakfast. We just have lunch. I'm like, what? You're serving lunch at 9 a.m.? Like, yep. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to pull through. I'll see you guys later.
I realized recently, and it was something that I should have probably known for a very long time, that Whataburger serves breakfast from like 11 to 11. So you can get breakfast in the middle of the night at Whataburger. You can get the full breakfast menu. And I was like, life changed.
That is the only saving grace that Jack in the Box has is 24/7 breakfast. Otherwise it's overpriced and not worth the money you're paying.
So the last time I was in California for Sacramento Regionals, I finally got to go back to Jack in the Box because I believe it or not, I grew up in California. And I was not impressed with Jack in the Box. I remember it being a lot better when I was a kid. But maybe that's because for me as a kid, fast food was a big treat. So it was like the nostalgia of it.
That's true. We used to see a lot of Jack in the Box when I was in college. but that was also because we were what's where I'm looking. Not stoned, surprisingly. that's probably not a great thing. We were a bunch of college age kids. We're going to see the Kyurem here.
The Kyurem is going to go incredibly hard against these spiders.
But it's not going to clear them. Okay, Wendy's breakfast was goated. They've lost that. But that's in general, that Wendy's in general has lost quality. I do not know what has changed with Wendy's, but their quality has just absolutely.
There's a few fast food restaurants that I just feel like were better in the past than they are now. I haven't had Wendy's breakfast, but like I've had Wendy's lunch and dinner, and it's just not as good as it used to be.
It's like Taco Bell's gotten a bit better. Like they've adjusted their ingredients. McDonald's is still McDonald's. Like I don't think McDonald's has even changed my entire life. I can't think of it. Like Dairy Queen used to be really great for burgers. It was like this underrated burger place. They changed. Bad now.
I only go to Dairy Queen for dessert. I go there to get a blizzard, and that is it.
There was a time, probably about now, it's a little bit, it's like 2023, maybe 2024 or so. They changed their burgers. Like they changed everything. They are really just trying to decide what they want to do here. So like the flamethrower burger used to be amazing. Spicy burger had the whole thing going, right? They like as soon as they nerfed the bun and everything else with it, it was just bad.
So I think here they're just going to grab another. Are they going to go for another Trifrost, or are they going to start taking things out with Metagross?
It's gonna be difficult. Because a Trifrost here would be
Ideal.
Yeah.
Because they could take out all three of the big spiders.
All right. Talking about regional schedule and all that. If you come to Seattle, post regional after the rounds, if you're not knocked out early, you're not going to find a place to eat. All the good places in Seattle like close at 6. We're not a very big night city.
We'll say getting something to eat late at night in Seattle, even like DoorDash to your hotel, was a struggle. So can confirm.
What you are going to do, this is where no matter where you're at, you're going to jump onto the link. Oh, you're in Wenatchee? Oh, that's cool, dude, because I'm Seattle based. I actually knew people who lived
Well,
out.
they just took it out with a tackle attack.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's actually probably the best thing they could have done. You're going to jump on the link. You're going to go to Capitol Hill. You're going to jump off there. You're going to go up the elevator. And there's going to be a place called Dick's Burgers. It's open until like 2 a.m. You're going to buy like a Dick's Deluxe, maybe or 2 cheeseburgers, strawberry shake, maybe the fries. That is Seattle dining. That is where you want to go.
Noted.
And like, oh, wow, they're going to pick up a 3-price turn here.
Yep. Yep, for sure.
That means that Lugia is going to be at risk.
You mean Latias?
There's Lugia now. I've changed his name.
Ah,
Now Lugia is Latias. But
they're gonna take out this Mega Kanga.
yeah, like Vegas, you're gonna find food everywhere. Like everything I always.
Oh yeah.
Most regionals, you're gonna find food somewhere. Portland, if they did Portland again for whatever reason, there is a bar down the street from the convention center. It is probably the best cheap bar. Yes, I've had Beth's. Beth's is great, but Beth's is hard to get to for people. It's not a very easy place. Like I'm talking like them people being able to take public transportation. But
I did love that about Seattle. I loved riding the train. I still have my train pass for um the Orca. I
Orca.
still have it.
It's great. They just did limited edition ones for the World Cup. That's amazing design.
I love my little Orca pass. I'm gonna keep it and hope that we have Seattle again. Because if we have Seattle and Las Vegas, I will find a way to go. I'm already in debt. I can be in a little more.
Here we go, Metagross, gonna take it out. Metallic Hammer. Damage, yes, I would. There's
the other two.
I like they could just KO the Slowking here. The problem becomes how do you win? How do you get that final 3 prizes?
They can get 2 off of a Trifrost on the spiders that are already damaged, but the Mewtwo might pull this one out. Those spiders having 130 HP makes them a little bit hardy. Dirty little bugs.
Yeah, Snickers is correct on chat. The mid game whiff was just a little too much here.
Mm.
And like 120 health is just a little too much. Can't clear the 3 prizes.
Mm-mm. They didn't kill those spiders in the womb and it came back to haunt them.
I remember growing up, everyone was like, there's a movie Arachnophobia was out, and people were like, oh, scares. Christ, what was that? Sorry.
That movie scared me. I already don't like bugs. I actually got stung by a wasp yesterday, and when I tell you that is the itchiest thing I've ever dealt with in my life, it like I just don't like bugs. I've never liked bugs, and so the movie Arachnophobia just gave me like the creepy crawlies. I'm like, nope, 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 nope. Like it had me thinking there were things crawling in my house.
Oh, I get that. I'm sorry, like, I got scared. There's like sound like an explosion.
Oh.
There's this massive, like, I don't know what it was.
No.
But yeah, no, I was like, everyone was like, oh, you should be friends. I had like a spider in my room I was friends with. I was like, I love the spider. I talk to it all the time. There it is.
That's all she wrote.
We really thought it was just going to be Slowking's
Yeah,
game.
I thought it was Slowking's game to lose, and those 130 HP Spite Ops really did. They just can't Trifrost him.
No. All right, let's go and jump back to the casting desk here in Seattle. So I'm 100% going to reach out to Mew Pip this next round. We're going to reach out to the 6-0, see if someone can stream. We'll see who those are. We have a 4-1 drop of all things. So currently,
fight for them.
Currently, it's Dragapult versus Dragapult. So we know it's Dragapult versus.
Oh boy, joy! So much fun.
Look, Crustl's out there, and it went 4-2, 4-1, 3-2.
Ooh.
Let's just look at the metagame real quick. See overall what's having a good night. Alakazam, Dunsparce actually ended up being number 1 tonight if you don't combine the Dragapults. Not a good night for it. And Zoroark, an even worse night.
Crustle, 11 wins.
Swirl Edge, 5-8. Have a 4-2. Let's just look win percentage entirely. Starmie Dusknoir, 1 of.
You can do it, Starmie. I believe in you.
Let's see. We'll still this here. It's really
Starmie Frost, Cerulege.
Their opponent disconnect or they don't know what they're doing. All right, now I'm like, oh god, do I need to go in there and be like, hey, what's going on, people? Everything okay?
Uh-oh. There goes the Starmie. So shooting stars, as I like to call this deck, can be really powerful. Just the pressure, the early game pressure that Starmie can put on the game, and then being able to clean up with the Dusknoir line can be really, really good. They run the Genesect. I often wonder the Genesect with the Ace Nullifier, what Ace spec Alakazam is really worried about, other than the obvious one. Because it seems like, you know, to be able to have to put that card in there, to have to put a tool in there to attach to him to activate the Ace Nullifier, they must be worried about something, and it can't just be Unfair Stamp. And my brain is just blipping. I can't figure out what they would be so worried about.
Everything. Every single ace spec.
Like, obviously, Unfair Stamp kind of cramps Alakazam's style, but they often, like, there's so many hand disruption cards, and they can draw their way out of all of them between the Kadabras, the Alakazams, and the Dunsparces. So I'm just not sure what a spec they're trying to combat.
This has to be Unfair Stamp at this point. Just, you remove hand disruption, and they don't want you to have hand disruption. It's the biggest thing.
I don't know. I just feel like they have so many ways. Even if their hand is disrupted, they can get it back within a turn. Between the psychic draws on the Kadabra, the psychic draws on the Alakazams, and then runaway draw, I feel like they can just get their hand back. Not to mention their energy, their special energy. True. It is Dragapult is 50% of the meta. So I suppose it's not a horrible thing to have the Genesect in there just in case. Break in case of Dragapult.
I will say this: I think the Lugia mirror was better than the Dragapult mirror, but that's because the Lugia mirror could end in like 2 turns. That's what happened when we had a Lugia mirror match in the first Doom Worlds.
What is in session? Things you need to come to terms with, no matter
sorry.
what age you are.
We had.
I think the Lugia mirror was just. It wasn't quite as grindy as Dragapult.
It was a rush. It was a rush of who got the Archeops, and then at some point the Iron Hands out and took quick prizes.
I always felt like the Archeops was really what the card that was really broken in that deck, not so much the Lugia.
Well, it was broken because Lugia could bring it from the discard pile and skip 2 of its stages.
To be able to skip the fossil. Like that's the thing with fossils. If fossils have a cheeky way of getting onto the field, they tend to be really good. The fossil's biggest drawback is they start off as an item, and they always start off as an item.
Hyper Aroma Popcorns. Hyper Aroma is the scariest A-spec.
Hyper Aroma is scary.
My favorite A-spec has been and still will be Trolley. But there's just nothing worth playing it in right now. This is the question of what happens with Alakazam here. You have the Lana's Aid that should get them another Alakazam. Or the Hilda. Hilda guarantees you energy, though.
I think Hilda is one of the better supporters in the game right now. It guarantees you not only your evolution, but your energy. And given that there are so many good special energy running around right now that you can't normally search out with anything else, it makes Hilda very, very good. Because there's lots of ways to get energy, but they tend to be basic energy. There goes Alakazam. We'll take out the Starmie.
Game GG there. Is our game down? I was just looking through the things and we found a game. Drop. Still going on. Still in everybody's content.
So she's playing Dragapult Chicken. Good old KFC.
All right, there's another place to eat in Seattle. There's different locations all around. Zell's Chicken. It's pretty good. It's not as good as it used to be. One of those things where it's like kind of mediocre over time. Oh, they just win here. Smoochum's gone. You didn't have to
Yep.
bring that up. It doesn't matter what you brought up, but still.
Yeah, no, that was the win. That was game.
That should be it for that. And then we just have our last round, and it's just finding a game to finish out the tournament. Which I realized I never announced that round six was up in the Discord. Yeah, and NYC Matt, people have. They literally have come in, played in the tournament, told them like me talking about things, and they talk about what I'm talking about to their chats. So it all goes around. All right, round 7 is up. We will find a game. Like I said, I'm going to reach out to our pair of 6-0s because that's as close as we're going to get to a championship match.
The 6-0s are a Rocket Spite Ops and
Dragapult. Which actually, Alejandro has been actually killing it. He's been pretty good. Oh, Mew Pip's on mobile, so probably nothing. My friend says he's mad because he lost against you. Against me? When? I played some earlier today. So they're out. So no 6-0. Try this one. I'm just literally going to keep moving down the pairings until I get something. See Zorak. You know, Zorak had such a horrible. Yeah, I've reached out to like 3 matches now. Because I'm assuming MDG dropped afterwards, which I mean happens. Oh, someone's saying what the Discord is. Set is server. Oop. So the one that seems like it is, I'm waiting to, would be Mega Starmie Frostlass versus Rocket's Honchkrow.
Ooh, fun. Okay. That sounds like a lot of fun.
That would be fun. Oh, I forgot that was Francesco. Neo Thinker. They have been playing a Greninja Mega Starmie deck they've been working on. I mean, you can follow them on social media about it. They've been doing stuff and they weren't able to share. Usually,
well, you know, anything Mega Starmie I'm for. So anything with Mega Starmie, I will take a look at for sure.
Right, so that looks like they're setting up, and it looks like they are on table 1, so that works for me. And then we got Mega Starmie. There's so many variants of Mega Starmie. Honchkrow, which Rocket's Honchkrow is a deck that I keep meaning to pick up, but I just haven't. That's really good art. Oh, you know what saddens me? The Honchkrow doesn't get an Illustrator rare, or at least doesn't have one yet, but its baby form does.
The Murkrow does. Yeah, that's interesting. So apparently Pokemon filed for the rights to a new set with rockets in the name.
Yes.
for the TCG. And I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of scared because, like, I don't know what they could bring, what more they could really bring to Rockets, but I'm a little bit excited about it.
Are you perhaps with Team Rocket? I think it could. There's a lot it could be. Oh, I forgot.
I mean, it would be kind of cool if they leaned into some of the lore from the manga, because in the manga, a lot of the gym leaders are former Rocket affiliates. Surge was a Rocket affiliate. Sabrina was a Rocket affiliate. Blaine was a Rocket affiliate.
I forgot.
So it might be interesting if they play into that element, but I doubt it.
I forgot that the Rockets briefcase came with a Giovanni card and the Jesse and James. And I'm like, oh, right.
I've seen a couple of people at various regionals that have that Rocket briefcase, and that's always kind of a flex to me.
You can make one for fairly inexpensive.
A Rockets briefcase.
Yeah. I sell skateboards on doom-gaming.com, which I've sold like one or two. At this point, I'm like, I might take them down, but like, hey, nobody bought them. And it's on demand, but it still costs me money every month to keep it up on demand. I did think about just putting a Team Rocket R board up. Like, I had a Team Rocket shirt for a while I sold. That sold pretty well. Where it was just a generic looking red R on black background. Like, they can't do anything about that. If it's not that same R with the rounded edges and everything, it's you can't do anything about it.
It's close enough, but not quite there.
Legally distinct.
Legally distinct.
But like the case, you can go like somewhere like Harbor Freight, or there's other places, and you can go in and buy it, and then like you can find some. Like you can find a R sticker. You can paint it yourself. You can 3D print maybe like a small beveled version in, and like you place it center. It's all black. You can get foam for it, so you can cut it out pretty easily. Again, this is like Harbor Freight has it all mostly if they have the case, or you can find the case on Amazon. It's usually cheaper than what it would be trying to buy it secondhand now. So I've looked into it. I'm like, oh, maybe I want to. Maybe I would.
Need to get their snow runs and their star U's on the board. They're also running the Yveltal.
Clutch is clutch right now.
Clutch comes in clutch. Crispin being able to attach to the Monkey Dory, as somebody that plays a Starmie deck that also runs the Crispin, is really good. Being able to set up your Monkey Dory and get one of your stars set up in the same turn, really, really good, because Starmie really is a deck that benefits from speed. It wants to be able to outspeed you. The faster it can get a Starmie active and get that jetting blow play, the better.
So, but that's good though. 4-3 with Alakazam. Like, learning online tournaments also takes just time. Do they even KO the Honchkrow with their primary attack?
No, it's 120. It's going to leave it with 1, but they can Monkey Dory. if they've got anything on the field to Monkey Dory with. Which right now they do not. They don't have Risky Ruins or anything like that to get that little bit of extra. So they're going to be one short from KOing the Honchkrow, unfortunately. And it doesn't look like they run Legacy Energy. Because Legacy Energy helps with the prize trade.
Now, the fact that there isn't another crow out there, no more crows,
that's a little concerning.
Very concerning.
Yeah, the thing with Starmie is it's fast and it's oppressive. It makes you have to have an answer. And honestly, as like a Starmie fan to the nth degree, right now we're kind of in our heyday because there's not a lot of viable electricity around.
Now there's a type that has just nothing right now.
A lot of people are trying to run like Manectric or Electros, but there's just nothing really for it right now. And people thought the Zeraora that's coming out was going to be it, but it's not really that great either. We don't have Iron Hands anymore. So electricity is just kind of sitting right now. And honestly, I say let it, because the longer it sits, the longer I can run Starmie.
I did see a lot of Slowkings running that Zeraora, but they were using it as more of a tech to like go after bench Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. RIP electric generators. Yeah. Yeah.
I had a stream when they first came out. I was still playing live on as a on here, and I went 0 for 14 on generators over like 5 games. Like 4 or 5 games. Like I just could not hit a generator to save my life.
I don't think there was a feeling that felt quite as bad as whiffing generator.
Missing Max Elixir was pretty.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Max Elixir. Missing a Max Elixir feels bad. Just feels real bad. So now that they have a Frostlass set up, then they have their 2 Monkey Dories. They can start OHKOing Honchkrows. This Honchkrow might be able to pull this off, but I'm not sure. The one thing the Honchkrow does seem to have in its favor, though, is this Starmie deck does not appear to be running Legacy Energy, which would help fix the prize trade. So as far as prize trade, Honchkrow is heavily favored, being able to take such large knockouts with a 1 prize Pokemon. No, doggy. I swear every time I cast Doom, my dog decides it's time to just like be very affectionate. Your cat's after stuff. My dog is just doing whatever.
Yeah, she's now finally asleep. She's out. Finally. It's because she knows I like to send everyone on Twitch to the cats afterwards. Go see the kitty cat rescue in Japan.
Oh.
I know one time I went there and they had a black cat that was the main screen, like right up by it. It's like, oh, this looks like my cat. I was like, look at it, kitty. And she's like, don't wake me up. We're going to get the KO here with Rocket Feathers. There's a lot of cards in hand, and I feel like they got to be waiting. Just 10 shy here. And there's Risky Ruin.
There's the Risky Ruins.
10 shy from. It almost.
Taking out Murkrow.
I mean, you could do it anyways, but then you still have the other one.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, the prize trade in this heavily favors this Honchkrow because they can take out such large Pokemon so quickly.
Okay, so they're going to go out.
They're going to take out the Porygon and prey on their prizes. Ooh. Gonna grab Secret Box.
You could this turn not attack with the Starmie. You could just smack, call it good. There's no way for them to take 2 prizes if you do that.
I'm gonna try and
Judge them next turn, maybe? Because they can't.
Nope.
Nope,
they picked a Larry. Larry's skill. It goes to Starmie. Now, do they play it? I think they're having the same thought you just mentioned. Nope. Maybe?
Maybe. Like, you can clear them down to 1. You can clear them down all the way to 1.
Mm-hmm.
They'll need energy. They need a way to find the Honchkrow. Well, okay, I mean, you don't clear them all the way to 1. I'm sorry, I messed up my math again. I keep forgetting it's 120. I thought it was 140.
No, it's 120. It's 120. It's 120 and 50 to the bench.
But so they have to find the energy. They have to find everything. There's a Pokepad in the deck. Put our Honchkrow down. Now they have to find. There's the energy. And I think the Honchkrow just has it now. If they don't have it this turn, Starmie has a chance to flip it. Actually, it would be dangerous if you don't have it this turn because then it makes it easier for them to win it next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ariana comes in.
Unfortunately, the Starmie has to take 3 prizes, and I don't see them having a way to do that, even with the 2 Monkey Dories.
They would need a third and hope the Risky Ruins are still in play.
Mm-hmm.
And that's even finding the dark energy for it.
They would need a third and a dark energy to be able to take out all 3. There's a third Murkrow.
I'd love to see what that hand is.
Oh, the Murkrow hand? Yeah.
And the pass. Okay.
There goes the Larry's. Monkey Dory and Hilda. There they go.
Yeah, but they can't play the Hilda this turn.
They can't play the Hilda. They've already got the Larry's. They got the third monkey down. They're going to run a brain. Let's see where they place them.
Take the
right
KO.
on the Honchkrow. Take the KO on the Honchkrow. Make them have to find the energy.
Ooh, Lily's off the top deck too.
Let's see what they promote.
It's first because they're going to be 10 short no matter what. If they promote to the Hunch Crow, 10 short. They'd have to move to it. If they promote one of the Murkrows, you're still 10 short on hitting the bench. At this point, you have to KO the Murkrow because you're going to make them have to find more.
Yep, you have to just kind of put them on the back seat. Make them have to find the Murkrow or use their there's the energy for Monkey Dory.
Now, because this we'd be talking about entirely differently if they got that off the prizes when they did.
Oh yeah, no. Absolutely. But now the Murkrow player is kind of on the back foot. But see, they've got the Night Stretcher, so there's the Honchkrow. But do they have the energy?
If anything, if they don't take the KO this turn, they need another. Okay, no, the point in the Poyer Con was not a good move.
If the Murkrow doesn't take it this turn, I believe the Starmie's got it because they can simply Monkey Dory around.
Could see a Giovanni stall play, but I still don't like it.
Maybe.
And we're currently waiting on 3 games to finish this out, including this one, so we're getting there. I'm checking everything out.
There's the energy.
Currently, the 6-0s are still playing, so.
There's the energy. I think they have enough to take out the Starmie.
Yeah, there's the Ariana. So if they didn't have it, hopefully they have it now. Rocket's Factory, we're going to see 2 more.
Factory. I think they have it.
Rocket's Transceiver.
Giovanni.
Jeez.
Another Giovanni. There they go. I think that they've got more than enough, I believe.
They've got to. Yep, there it goes.
Okay. So close. Such a close game.
I was going to jump back to the casting desk here in Seattle. And we are literally just waiting on like 6-0 game. I think. Let's up to the standings. Yep, that is actually the last matchup we're waiting on. Otherwise, everything else is done tonight.
So we were just waiting to see who our winner is.
Which, I'm at the point, I think I'm ready to call it a night. You ready to call it a night?
Believe so. I think it's been a good one.
Yeah. Plus, you're back on Friday. No, not this Friday. Friday after. Forgot.
Friday after. Friday the 3rd.
I was like, oh, hey, we got you twice this week. No, I got someone else. We got a fighting caster, person from the fighting game scene, who's moved to Pokemon. It's like, hey, I want to try out this. I'm like, okay, cool. It's
that's awesome.
Salty Boy, I believe is his name. It's probably escaping me. It's late. So they'll be on Friday. They'll be their first time casting Pokemon. They got like Kyle Koopa Rios has and even Lyric both had fighting game experience before they became Pokemon casters.
I did not know that. That's cool.
Yeah. They did Smash Brothers and Salty Boy has done I don't know what else he's done, but he'll be coming on this Friday, and then Tada will be back the Friday after that, and that's someone else the week after that. So I gotta keep figuring out stuff. But that is our schedule upcoming. Any last minute promotion you want to give?
I'm just gonna very quickly just drop my little TikTok into the chat if anybody's interested. I stream pretty frequently over there. I am working on moving over to Twitch, so if you want to follow me here on Twitch, that would be also incredibly helpful. Every follow helps.
It absolutely does. Same thing here. Follows, everything helps. With that, I'm Senior Doom, tournament organizer, professional illustrator, and I will be back Friday. I will update one more time just to see if the matches come through. If you want to see the finals, who wins this, just go to the play.limitlesstcg.com page and you can see who wins between Mewpip and Alejandro. We'll see you Friday. Oh, wait, I actually just finished. Let's see before we go sign off then.
Let's see.
Mewpip.
Mewpip.
Yep. Rockets has taken the Challenge of Doom tonight. 7-0, beating up all the Dragon Balls. Waiting for last standings while this came through. So lucky there. So yes, we'll look at this real quick then since it did come through. I wasn't sure how long the matchup was going. I was like, you know what? I don't want to sit around for 10 minutes waiting for one match. But this is the Prism Tower is like the new thing I'm seeing with it. Otherwise, it's pretty much your Rockets. Like I'm not seeing too much different.
Mm-mm.
So there you go. Final result. Rockets Mewtwo. With that, now we will call it a night. And we will see you Friday.
See y'all.